Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are doing the Mammomth Caves, and we have two new friends with us. Hey, this is my boyfriend. We're at Mammomth Caves, and we're doing it with his two friends, Matt and Elijah. And I'll start videoing once this tour starts, but I just wanted to get a quick intro in real quick. So, but we will see y'all when we head inside. Bye.
2 hours in the cave. We have roughly 2 miles. We're gonna have 540 stairs. If you guys don't like stairs,
We're gonna be getting that workout, dude.
This is considered one of our moderate difficulty tours. And before we get too ahead of ourselves with that health and safety warnings, just a reminder: if you have heart or breathing problems, trouble walking long distances, navigating stairs, or other health concerns, consider your limitations. We're in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky. Evacuation from a cave for medical attention may take several hours, and then you're 25-30 minutes from any hospital. So just consider your limitations. I'm not going to know your limitations. Ranger Alice is not going to know your limitations. Even some of the people who brought you here today might not know your limitations. I'm not saying this to scare anybody off, but just make sure that you guys know what we have ahead of us. Towards the end of our tour, we're going to be reaching a location known as Mammomth Dome. It's quite a breathtaking location. We have about a 70-foot drop of cascading water coming down the rocks into this dome.
It's only like 90. We're going down to the cave right now. Hello, I got you full face. Woo! Yeah, woohoo! I like iPhones too because they have really good microphones. This is a good picture. Alright. I like that. Okay, we need to take a picture. Going down into the cave. I'm watching myself because I can't see shit right now. Whew, it's crazy how this was thin. I'm holding onto this rail because I can't see shit right now. Dude, I like my phone. It brightens y'all's up. Yep.
And who just like when they discovered this, who like went down?
Honey, you're gonna have to look that up.
I'm just like, I'll be scared coming in and find myself.
I'm afraid I'm gonna trip on something. That's why it's like. I'm really afraid I'm gonna trip on something, guys. Please pray for me here.
They definitely did. I mean, they wouldn't have any of the lighting.
Slow down, man. Just let me know.
I will.
Daddy, my phone's up.
God, this is so cool.
Yeah, that'd be unfortunate.
I'm 5'1", but I still gotta like swing down a little bit. Yeah, this is a good idea, just to bring the phone.
Are you vlogging?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
And you actually get decent lighting.
Yeah. Like good enough to like empathize the cave, but anyway, we keep going this way, guys. That is so pretty.
Imagine building a house.
That's rock. Okay.
Imagine making this a house.
I've actually seen a hotel in a mountain in a cave. It's actually a haunted hotel that Ghost Adventures checked out.
How tall is this room? Well, you'll notice we have 2-level ceilings here. That tallest ceiling back there, you're looking at about 64-ish feet, I think. Was when they had measured it a few years back. You drop about 12 feet onto this level, and it's about 50 feet to the ceiling there. Right now, it's roughly 150 feet below ground. All right, we have a few more people filtering in, but now that we have us all with us, I just have 2 little comments to think about today as we're going in. Some last safety tips, if you will. If you felt that the pace getting down to this point was too fast for you, know that the slowest pace is going to be up front near me. So if you would like to shift in that group, find a place that's comfortable for you. You want a slow pace, you want to take a lot of pictures, join me up at the front, we'll set that slow pace. If you're like me and have really long legs and like to move fast,
we're gonna go up those stairs.
I know it's not known for, but I'm wondering if Indian vibes. I bet there is. Really cool. Something's happening.
There's like some stairs that used to go up.
I don't know how big this cave actually is in the sense of like, this is what they have found, but if they kept going, would they find another really big area?
Yeah. There's whoever had a question.
So what's your commentary so far?
we have a question here about the formation of our cave, the movement of water through the cave. Now this section of cave, geologists estimate that it was formed roughly 8 to 6 million years ago. Now that water, as it's moving its way down, finding that lowest point, right, water always moves to the lowest point, the easiest path, the least resistance. But as it was making its way through the cave, eventually finding its way to that lowest point, the Green River, as that Green River has been being eroded over millions of years, that lowest point drops further and further. And so, our cave doesn't exist as one long continuous strand. Think, Ranger, as one long continuous strand. It's like a web that lays upon web upon web. There are roughly 5 levels that our cave is situated upon. We're going to be descending today about an additional 150 feet down to one of those level 4 passageways. But as that water moves down, finding its way to lower sections, continuing to carve caves, it's been continuously going lower. Now, we can't really estimate too well when that water originally left this passageway. Now, you might notice in this section of the cave, maybe not much in this section of the cave, but we'll notice we sometimes have some very rocky, jagged portions of that wall. That necessarily isn't being formed by the movement of water, as much as that water receded, those rocks lost their buoyancy and fell in. Rock fall, that is to say. So all this rock that you're seeing here behind me is all rock that had fallen. Likely hundreds of thousands of millions of years ago. Some of it has, of course, since been moved out of the way.
This isn't your average everyday darkness. This is advanced darkness.
I'm joking. But take a moment. If we can get real quiet and listen to the darkness. I know that sounds a little crazy, but listen. There's not a single electron of light moving through here that isn't brought by us. Quite dark. As they started touring, though, they would do it with nothing more than a whale oil lantern. Don't focus on the flame. Focus on the walls around you. See how the light plays on the rocks and walls, giving new definition to it. As your eyes adjust, you can make out quite a bit. This much light is enough that I can make out almost every single one of your faces. Interesting. But taking a tour through here by lantern light, you have to move quite slow. They were moving over the rocks and rubble. And as much as the films tell you, you hold a lantern out like this, you can't see anything like that. You have to hold it to your side, taking careful, deliberate steps, not falling into any pits that might exist. But this whale oil lantern would be your lifeline. Now, when I say whale oil lantern, you might be wondering, where are they getting whale oil from? We're in the middle of Kentucky. We're landlocked. Anybody seen a Kentucky whale before?
No.
With all this rain, we were supposed to be getting mighty. No, they weren't using whale oil.
It's a really cool pit, dude. It's also, you see the condensation on the on the cave walls, dude. I drop my phone and it goes by my. Dude, that is so cool. There's like an archway over there too. Wow, okay.
Not going to fall, but that is cool.
Ah, that's dripping on me. Woo, careful guys, it's dripping. We got tripped on. I know, I got wet too. Got cave waters on me. Yeah, that's cool.
It's like about to separate it or something.
Are you gonna dry off on him?
That pipe would have.
Yeah, in case someone does get a cut.
I think maybe there was a slide site. What's the difference between slide snake and slide mite? Which is the one on the ground?
Sand mite? The graffiti they used to do up there.
Look at it.
Would you do this back in the day?
I want to time travel back in the day. Dude, this is gonna be so cool. Yeah. Watch out.
Resistance. How many feet do you think we are down?
I have no idea.
Probably a lot at this point. Probably a few hundred.
This is what it's called, the bottomless pit, but there's really just sand underneath.
He's gonna turn to us and say we're full football field underground or something.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Dude, it looks so cool. I'm holding my freaking phone so tight right now because I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, I'm not even willing to photograph it. I appreciate it.
Oh dear.
Geologists state that this section was a warm, shallow ocean. And living in that warm, shallow ocean are a number of critters that have calcium-based components, shells, teeth, bones. And as those creatures pass away, their calcium-based bits sinking down into that warm, shallow ocean, the ocean's motion wearing it away, dissolving it back down to that calcium component. As it settles out, that water is evaporated. You get this layer of limestone, right? This calcium carbonate. And it forms in layers as that water recedes. And so we have what are called bedding plains. Now when that water is very full, it's sufficed with calcium, that's when we have fossils that are allowed to sediment within inside.
Honestly, shocked these support.
I know.
You think that would be
Yeah, but they're really strong sometimes.
Show me for a moment.
What?
Show me for a moment.
What?
I want to say something to the camera.
Oh, okay.
I built all of this. You're welcome. He didn't help very much.
And I helped. Oh my god. Quote from Elijah today. I built all this. That blinded me.
Yeah, he wasn't lying about the steps. They're just up.
Dude, that looks cool. Look at those. Those are the steps we're gonna have to go on. But look at all that.
Another ravine.
I know. You hear the water. I want to get all the way over. I gotta be careful with my phone though.
Yeah, I think when we get over to the other wall, I'll take a picture.
Yeah, careful, it is dripping over there, so y'all might get wet again.
At least really close. I don't have to stand over the edge to take the picture.
Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can get a better picture over here. Or recording over here. Yeah, it looks cool. It's like water goes down there. This is really cool. This is awesome. Take pictures. How'd y'all think of what'd y'all think of the cave?
That was insane.
I guess it was called Mammoth because it's so big. I don't know.
I guess I didn't get to ask him.
Probably gonna check afterwards.
Yeah, I think someone at the visitor center will know. We're all hot. We just ran up a lot of
Meanwhile, it
stairs.
was cold down in the cave.
It's cold down in the cave. Whew.
But pleasantly cold because I was sweating.
Yeah, we couldn't. I'm actually glad I didn't bring my jacket.
Yeah.
How are you?
How are you?
At first I was like, yeah, I should have, but now I'm like, yeah, no. Things change.
I didn't hear him when he said like how big. Is it like the biggest, 10th biggest? I didn't hear him.
It wasn't. It's like apparently around the 10th or 11th biggest, but then it was like the first longest cave.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Very wide.
Oh God.
Had to duck a lot.
I know. Yeah, he's a tall guy. He had to duck. Yeah, he had to become like. We had to fold him in half today.
Had to crawl.
Had to crawl. He had to crawl on all fours like a dog.
Like a bear. Like the bear.
Like the
from
bear.
story.
Yeah.
Closed in on us on both directions.
Oh, God, this is a long ass go. Jeez. See me struggling over here. I can't wait to get into an air-conditioned car.
Oh,
And a shower.
I like when we got to sit halfway. The bathroom was freaking crazy.
Yeah, they had a bathroom down there with
They told us at
plumbing?
the beginning of the tour, they specifically told us there's no bathrooms in the cave. Then we walk across a bathroom.
They lied to us.
For what reason?
There's probably other ones throughout the cave system depending on which tour you do.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
But it was fun and we enjoyed it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was so cool.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I just died. Woo! I'm not used to this.
Oh yeah, 10 out of 10. We'll do it again.
Yeah, once I get more in shape. Jeez.
I mean, this is the workout in itself.
Yeah, this is practice for it.
God, I'm chugging water all day, dude. All right, we're gonna head to the car, get something to eat, cool off, go home, take a shower. So we'll see you when you get home. Bye for now.